because I wanted to talk to the attorney because I wanted to know, I wanted to hear it for myself for one, and I wanted to show his son's support as he's trying to fight the war the way he see fit. I can't tell him. We just damn near the same age. I can't tell him how to fight. I have to fight my way. He had to fight his, and we don't have to agree, but we agree on the common cause is that we need the elder free.
Exactly. And I'm gonna tell you something. Adrian Rod got a big platform, and Rod is somebody that love my father, and he loved Larry Hoover. You feel me? So he got a strong platform. So let's make this happen. Let's make it happen.
I'm here, man. Anybody answer the questions? I answer the questions. If they don't have questions come another time, that's fine. In terms of
listen to this, Rod Hayes. Listen to this, Rod Hayes. He's transparent. He's right here amongst us, like black, like he's black. A white person won't. You know that. He's saying, anybody ask me a question right now. Transparency is real, right? So he's right here saying, ask me any questions. So anybody.
I'm looking for questions, but I'm not seeing anything that to ask him
if there's no question, then this should be just support. Then nobody want to ask questions. Then if y'all really want to help my father and everything, let's hire this lawyer. Let's watch the results. Watch the results.
So give them your social media, your YouTube channel, so they can go over there for the updates, because that's where you're gonna be doing the updates, right?
Well, yes.
No questions, huh?
What I would do update-wise, once I know I'm gonna be hired, then I'll arrange that. Yes. This is why we're just talking right now. Really, I'm willing to do it.
Okay, right. Ask one more question before he go out. Before he goes, ask any more question, Rod.
What'd you say is?
I'm sorry, man.
I heard you, Adrian.
I can't continuation of information, but right now,
okay, y'all send some support if y'all really want to help, right? If y'all want to really want to help, send support to Cash App is $HUWAA, right? Or if you go to Zelle, it would be free him Yahoo at yahoo.com. Free him 999 at yahoo.com. Other than that, you ain't got no more questions, Rod. Come on, go hard.
Yeah. So the other day I posted a conversation you was the beginning of a conversation you was having, because they had to cut it off for legal reasons. But some of the people, somebody in the comments wanted to know, had you talked to Dr. York himself?
Oh, y'all want to hear it? Y'all want to hear it? I got proof. He talked to my dad, and they're friends. I don't think that people understand this. I can play that, but he didn't give me permission. Adrian didn't give me permission to play it. I gave y'all hints of it.
But I did talk to Dr. York, though. Answer questions. I did talk to him.
Is it okay for me to show the world that y'all talked and how much y'all friends? Is it okay? I'll post that. I'll play that.
So
is it okay?
He want to know if it's okay for him to air the conversation you had with Dr. York.
That's me. Is it okay?
Yeah, he wanted to know. Yeah, he said he don't have a problem with you sharing that information.
Did you hear the video I posted? I posted where, they cool with each other. I hope y'all know that. People are lying to you.
I heard in the conversation that I posted the other day that he told you to stay in touch with this brother for a reason.
So me
I was talking to Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he
Stay
was
in
telling him
touch
on
with
in the
Adrian.
phone call. Yeah, he was telling you to stay. That he told you a long time ago to stay in touch with him because he was gonna need Adrian later.
Yes, and that happened. And I've been in touch with me and Adrian. We're friends. We're together. Like I understand. I already scrutinized him for years, and he already proved himself to be a real 100% brother. He just racist. He don't like white people. Can I say
Yeah.
that, Adrian? Sorry.
He probably didn't want you to say. That probably don't go too good in the
Yeah, he
if
got
it come
quiet
out in the
then.
courts.
He got quiet. I'm sorry, but yeah, he's 100.
I'm pro-black. That's all he's saying. That's what's good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pro-black.
Yeah, so it's a lot of parts of what's going on that by listening to you, I'm evidently aware that there's some stuff going on that you are unaware of in the whole geopolitical spectrum of this nation, and or otherwise you would have mentioned some of those things that would carry a
Let me tell you something. All
influence.
he's saying is that we gonna help. I can help your dad. That's what he's
Yeah,
saying. Like,
that's
yo,
all he's saying.
equality came.
That's what, yeah. But it's other stuff going on that I've been talking about, and the people that have been following me know. But I'm talking to him as a bar member that he's focused on the law books, what's inside the law books, and the stuff that's going on outside the law books. He's not focused on. You know, that's not his area, right? So I can't
Exactly.
say
People are saying
one way
expose
or the
everybody.
other. Right? I can't say one way or the other to let him, do this or that or that. I just have to bring it to the people because this is how the tribe. This is how we do it in the culture, dating back. You know, and now we have to do this. Is we do anything with the elders? We need the community support and the community awareness of what the intentions is and of the person that you are requesting to do a particular task. So he's operating from inside the courtroom. I'm looking at something entirely different. So we're not even looking at the problem the same way. But I understand the way he looking at it, and I understand the way as his son how you looking at it. Right. So I bring this to the public so let the people see that you're trying to use that method to liberate your father from these oppressive conditions that he in, because you can't say they're anything less than oppressive. You lock down 23 hours a day,
Let's talk.
you know.
Let's talk real quick. Let me give you an idea how the system works. They don't care about your status, indigenous or not. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, that's their
All
system is
right.
their system.
All right. Let's prove it. Let's prove this real quick. You see Saddam Hussein, what they did to him?
Yeah.
They make rules to break them, right?
Yeah.
So they're not gonna follow the law the way you think they're gonna follow the law. Let's be honest with it. Okay.
Well, I didn't see too many times where I didn't read cases where the judges in the Supreme Court
We're not talking
is
about
given
that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about somebody bigger. We're talking about Hoover. We're talking about Dad.
right. But we talking about court and court rules and how the court operate. I didn't see cases where the judges know somebody innocent but refuse to rule on the case.
And what they did to that person. They
You know,
destroyed
so
him, didn't they?
no, they end up keeping them in prison until their time was up.
Exactly. Destroyed them. Destroyed them. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so we understand that part. We understand what we're working with. You understand? The only thing, the key is when people is behind and everybody is looking. This is when the shady don't become shady no more. It's not in the shade. Everybody's looking. Everybody's asking. So this is what we at right now. At this point, we already know the game. You understand what I'm saying? Now we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about getting him out. We're talking about making moves that's going to get him out. There's mistakes that y'all don't know yet, but it's going to be on the news. There's mistakes that we cannot expose at this moment until we do our duties, where you cannot sabotage it. This is what me and Adrian is talking about. We know what's going on, and we're about to show you, and we're going to give you it in real time. Stop playing with us. There's no more years of talking hopes and maybes. I hate hopes and maybes. All of that is lies. We're talking about things that we're going to present, and we're going to see if it's going to manifest, but it's going to manifest. This is what we're talking about.
Yeah. Now, no matter which approach work, this is called in military strategy a collateral attack. It's also a legal term, approaching a situation from two different directions to achieve the same result. So I wanted to bring the brother out here so the people can hear you, me, and him have a general conversation about the case.
The lawyer came to you though, Rod. What did the lawyer said? Ask me any
It
question.
ain't never happened. It ain't never happened
Until now.
It ain't never happened until now.
And then we ask people to ask questions. You ain't got no questions. So I'm not going to even put that on Adrian, because Adrian came out there like a thunderclapper saying, ask me questions. Yep. Ain't nothing up here.
Yep. And you know that's Bible thing. Don't believe me, check it out.
That's that real shit, ain't it? So we're not going to play that game. We're not going to even try to act like he ain't got nothing. He came out there. What other lawyers? So now we're not playing that. And it's me, a son, that's trying to get my dad out. You feel me? And guess what? The system got him, and the system don't understand private side. They understand their side. They understand that. De jure. They understand de jure.
Yeah, but the system de facto.
They understand de jure and de facto. So it's not going. That's you speak in their language. You're not going to tell them anything outside of their jurisdiction. You're not going to tell them anything outside of a maritime admiral. They're not going to do that.
Well,
you can talk about.
It's one thing that's going on, because if I was having this conversation,
to talk, who got questions? Let's go.
I asked the questions that was in here. The only other question
I brought the lawyer. I brought the lawyer. Hey, brother, I brought the lawyer. Ask the question, y'all. Don't act like don't try to pretend that he's shady. He's here to answer questions. Don't act tomorrow like he's shady.
The brother said, okay, so I posted the
question.
Hold on. I posted the conversation with Baba 2 days ago. It's on my page.
I appreciate that, but like, ask questions.
Yeah, somebody was saying they wanted to hear Pop's voice, and I was letting them know where it was at. That's what make us have this conversation we having now, is because of a conversation you had with your father.
Rod Hayes posted it 2 days ago, and then he brought y'all the lawyer. So stop playing. Ask questions, because we're not playing.
The only other question that made any sense that somebody asked was what state was he? What state is he a member of the bar in?
Wait.
That's
Adrian
the only other thing that was relevant.
Adrian.
What state is your bar license out of?
Georgia.
Georgia, the state of Georgia, which is the original court of original jurisdiction over the whole case. Right.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Let's bring that. Let's talk. Anybody else? Let's talk. I brought the lawyer, and the lawyer brought himself. We ain't scared.
What's the question?
He said he's telling the people in the comments to ask any more questions if they have them, but I don't see any more questions that I can ask you that would make any sense with the conversation that we had to this point.
Tell them to show support, because we came.
Well, they gonna show support automatically because they love Baba like I do. It's just that they wanted to know from an actual attorney and one of his blood family members that they was working on the case. Now remember, I'm not doing this to raise no money. I'm doing this to expose that there is an attorney willing to work the case, and that one of his sons is working on getting this attorney secured through whatever means he can garner.
Right.
That's
Right.
good stuff.
So I'm giving the people this opportunity to make their own mind up. I'm not gonna tell them what to do. They're gonna make their own mind up. All I know is we need these elders because we got too many babies just falling for nothing.
I'm saying you got a whole crew and nobody got no question for Adrian Patrick.
Yo, Adrian.
Adrian, brother, we appreciate you. Thunder clap, let's go.
I think it may take more than the first couple conversations. People are slow because they've had so many years of kind of being fooled by people saying they're not doing anything. Simply, I think that's happening. So they'll be a little slower to this and just open up their pocket. Now, particularly since the market's kind of rough right now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it just might take more than one conversation, and I'm okay with that. Just whatever it is,
Yeah, and then you've been having other people that been raising money under the false pretenses of getting a lawyer. They never hired a lawyer. You know, all of those things make it hard for his family to do what's necessary, what they feel is right to help him, because you got all these people running around pretending they're going to get this lawyer, that lawyer, and this lawyer that made these promises, and then nothing happens. You know, so we've seen it so many times that we leery of the fundraising.
They're not asking a question. My sister's in there talking about people keep asking questions, but I don't see no questions.
All I see is a lot of statements. I don't see all the questions I've seen, I've asked them already.
All right, so answer what question I asked me.
Hey, another win. Next platform, because nobody got no questions. Show some support. We need the finances to get Adrian to start, and y'all gonna see results. We're gonna deal with results in the matrix.
So Adrian in the first time said drop out, she got no support, right?
Yeah.
At some point when they saw no other options, they not getting afford support now. So most times out things like this take a minute for people to digest what's happening.
Yeah, because this is really bigger than we even know right now.
60 grand to start. Yes, we're not bullshitting. Ask me any lawyer ever do something for free. It's 60 grand. For a big case like my dad's case, it's 60 grand. Yes, to start.
But I appreciate you allowing the opportunity. I imagine this won't be the only time we have to talk. And I'm going to do more of these. I think one of your questions earlier.
Okay, so
what was that? So
I do appreciate you. Right.
I do got a couple questions that just popped up. I can't see the whole chat. I only could see like one or two. Then it'll skip. Then I'll see one or two. It say Thailand Slaughter say, will exclusive equity help with his case?
Exclusive equity. I don't know what exclusive equity is. What's that?
I'm not sure what they're talking about either. That's why I asked you.
No. What was the question?
With specific, let me go back up to it. Will exclusive equity help with freeing them better? What's the exact question?
I don't know. It's like I can answer the question.
How we freeing them better? Hold on. With exclusive access, how do we free him better?
Equity is a different branch of law than criminal law. So I didn't understand why they asked, but they said that because some of the questions they was irrelevant to what we was talking about. That's why some of them I didn't ask, but the ones that I seen, it says what's actually needed systematically to free them.
Let's start with 60K financial. That's what's needed. 60K. That's what needed.
Brian Hill asks, what's the statute being used?
I'm not lying to you. I'm talking to y'all straight up. I'm not playing.
Okay, Ishmael, Ishmael, let me go through the questions that I'm seeing while I see them. why we got him on here, because I'm not going to be doing this on no regular basis. This is a favor I'm doing for you.
I
They
know.
say,
I
what's the
appreciate it
statute?
because you don't
Yeah.
even deal with fiat. But you know, let's
Yeah.
go.
Let me ask the few questions I see at this point. It say, what's the statute being used to keep them locked up?
What
I think
statute
that's in
did
reference to the
you?
sheer volume of time that they gave them. That would be RICO, wouldn't it?
No. Rico don't even have 135 years. Rico is not even that big of a charge. Rico start at 20. Am I right? Am I right, Adrian?
You still there, Adrian?
I'm here. Yeah. See, yes, the issue is Rico, and they ran it, I think it's consecutive, you know, ran the sentence consecutive and enhancements and stuff like that because it was federal. You have enhancements, leader of organization and things like that. And that had a lot of enhancements and things to it. So, yeah, they got 100 and something. Yeah. Yes.
Somebody,
What's the for sure, but yeah,
somebody else asked, can you do a Q
Hold
warrant on the judge?
on. Before you do that, you the good. You do the Cash App is HUWA, HUWAA, $ HUWAA. So we can hire the lawyer to finish this. Y'all, let's not even talk about it mistaken.
What the other question is?
Okay, so the other question was, can he do a Q warrant on the judge?
You want to? I don't know what it is. What is that?
Okay, so
that's what I don't know what that is. Tell me that. What are you talking about? Ask them what is that?
they listening there. If they hear, they'll explain, and I'll answer after that.
You know he was over sentenced. Yes, they was. You're right, Shane. They over sentenced my father. You're absolutely right. But he shouldn't have been sentenced in the first place because he was innocent.
Yeah, it was, we already know that's a whole COINTELPRO operation behind that. It say, what about deprivation of rights under color of law?
Deprivation of rights.
No. We're not answering questions, dumb ass question like that. Sound like somebody just wants you to know that they know.
Ishmael. Just
Dumb
they want
man.
you told them to ask the questions, and I'm asking the questions.
Let me answer that.
It's Ibrahim. I'm not
Deprivation of rights. I guess that's a broad question. They had a trial. What did it really mean? That's really more specific with that question. That's a very broad question.
Okay. So
yeah, he had a right to a jury trial. He did that. So what are they saying specifically though? It wasn't the right to have a trial.
Warrant is a specific form of legal actions used to resolve a dispute over whether a specific person has a legal right to hold the public office that he or she occupies.
What's that question?
That was a Q warranto. Q warranto is a special form of legal action used to resolve a dispute over whether a specific person has legal right to hold public office that he or she occupies.
I don't think that applies to this situation.
That ain't got nothing to do with the case.
No, that's more of a civil kind of action against the judge. I guess it wouldn't apply in this case. It'd be non-applicable. It'd be a waste of time. It'd be a waste of time doing that.
That has nothing to do with the case. I swear.
I seen
It
enough.
just sounds good. It sounds good. I'll be honest with you. We're not playing that game. Uniform Commercial Code. We're not playing that game. I know where you're going from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're not doing that. It sounds good. To people that don't know the law. The law only stays in the books. Listen to me. The law stays in their own books. As soon as they go outside of the books, this is when you're going to sue them. So they're not trying to break the law. They're not going outside of their own jurisdiction. Don't ask an attorney to try to go outside and recognize something that's outside of his jurisdiction is not working. Can we be smart? And they don't care about you and your idea of the law. Can we be realistic? Can we be realistic?
They only
Look
care
at
about
Saddam
what's
Hussein. What happened to him? He was a sovereign. He was a. They took his whole shit. Then they split his wig and hung him in front of you to say that we don't care. So stop playing that game. And all the Native Americans have already signed contracts. So they got put in places that we call, they're supposed to be reserved, and we call it reservation later. So we're not playing that game. And all the Moors have became slave. Stop playing.
Hey, look, but all of the tribes didn't sign treaties, but that's a whole nother discussion. That's not based on. Right now,
we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
Right
what
now,
we're saying is getting my father out through reality, through the system that took him, because we're not going to run away. We're not going to run away. Let's talk about this. We're talking about this right now. We got the lawyer here, and the lawyer is saying, ask me any questions. The lawyer is saying, ask me any questions. That means that him and me, his son, is saying, we are going to be transparent. Can you support us so we can get that out? He's saying, this is a real strong possibility. We're going to free the master teacher. He's also saying that if he could get up in there, he will even talk to Larry Hoover. But we're doing this.
I don't live yet, but I'll be willing to.
Okay, now
I know. Listen.
This
is some real
I think this
shit.
law directed to you, Ishmael. It say, is there a reason this lawyer?
Ibrahim, I'm not Ish.
I mean, excuse me, Ibrahim. Is there a reason this lawyer was picked to represent Baba? I think that might be the best question of the night.
But
I think you answered it. I think you answered it earlier, but
from the initial, from the beginning, or
he's the one that ain't gonna lie. He's
from
black.
Well, yeah, I answer. You answer, Ibrahim.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead and answer. Go ahead. It's up to you to answer.
I did the jury trial.
So
I know more about the case than anybody else.
So basically, he's the legal expert on the case, right? You the legal expert.
I did the jury trial, yes.
Okay.
I was the legal attorney for that.
Okay. I don't want to hold up too much of your time, but I wanted to get some exposure to what y'all was working on. Well,
we appreciate that, man.
And I'm gonna share this to my page, and people be able to go back and review it, and they'll know that
they need to show some support,
yeah,
so we can get this shit going. So you know we're not lying. Let's make it move, because there's something going on between. Let me tell y'all something. You know what they did for Trump, Donald Trump? They switched it around just so he can get out. He can get away with certain things, and that opened up another door. That's just one of the places that we're moving. We're gonna go hard. If y'all really want the master teacher out and everything, let's do this. Let's make this happen. Let's not even play. Support this lawyer. I tell you why my father picked him, because he know that Adrian ain't gonna play, and he's black. And it's not just black. It's just we ain't gonna finna. We're not playing. We gonna get him out.
Well, you know, my thing is, I did my due diligence to show support to you fighting for your father in the way that you know how to fight, and to bring the attorney, which we appreciate him coming on here, taking the time out, because you know that these calls are normally not free.
You understand what I'm saying? He don't have to show up like this is not free, and he's showing up saying anybody can ask a question, and nobody in the community can ask questions.
But none of them go ask him questions according to his field of law. They don't know that the law is broke up into different fields of law. You got contract law, you got civil law, you got criminal law, you got corporate law, and he's dealing with a criminal.
You know what we're talking about. We're talking about criminal defense.
Right. So I had to address him from the criminal lawyer's
Defense.
perspective. I can't
Defense.
dress him like he's working for in commercial law, or if he's working in,
We're
I have
not
to.
talking about none of
I
that
know.
though. Listen, hey,
That's
hey,
why. That's
brother,
what I'm. This is
we're
what I'm
not
explaining
talking
now.
about that. We're talking about my father being locked up, and we're talking about getting him out. And it literally, he is a. They labeled him as a criminal, and we're talking about a thunderclapper that's going to go in and shake the world. Let's work with that. We're not talking about contractual law. Everything deal with contract. Trust me.
Mhm.
We're not talking about anything else you're talking about, but all of that is in retrospect. But we're talking
Right.
about
So
criminal.
this
Criminal,
is
criminal, 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 criminal. This is
listen.
what we're dealing with.
Right. So when I'm explaining, when people ask me why I'm not asking questions about contract law, or why I'm not asking questions about corporate law, it's those things are not his. He's